What's up, guys? My fourth video. It's a really so this one's about 2 hours after part 3's posted. So yeah, we're just gonna get straight into it. If you haven't watched part 1, part 2, and part 3, go watch it. This is what our map looks like. Spoils, please. I love spoiling. And I spelled Tomer wrong. That's Tomer, so I'm gonna change Tomer's name. No, to Tomer. So yeah, we're changing it back to Tomer, what I called it. I mean, Tomer. So in this video, as we know, Beckbridge wanted better land, so they moved over there. And you know, it kind of worked out because now they're like oh, negative 160. Hold on. You can't have negative. You can't have negative, bro. You can't have negative. I'm gonna give you like 10,000. Alright, but anyways. Tomer, being a washed freaking old empire at this point, keeps on freaking expanding. And like, it was the first country they're washed. So they're moving through, and this is when they cross into Asia, I would say. Wait, they're already in Asia. They're an Asian country. Their country's looking cool. Can I say that, guys? Their country's looking cool. Oh my god, damn it, that freaking country. Their country is looking sick. I mean, I like how their country looks. In this video, a bunch of stuff is gonna be going on. Some places are gonna get explored a little more. Now, this guy, I'm gonna actually put his comment up. He was talking about he was talking about Ask Tornus when I was talking about Milmerich, about who knew it all. So I'm just gonna say these 3 countries have people who know about all the other worlds. So these guys leave this alliance and they leave this stuff and they join an ally. Now, these alliances, I mean, they're close to each other, but they know more than anybody does. So they're moving. Milmerich, they send out a huge group of people, about probably 500. And these guys send out, oh crap. And these guys send out about 500. And these guys send out 2K because nobody's playing. Okay, they want the world for themselves. These 3 are basically like the Axis powers during World War II. They want everything for themselves, and they don't want to share. So, why do they have this? So, you know, they make it and they already know what all the places are named. So, they're moving through, and they get to what they call Russia. Now, France technically can't move, but they work on things back at home, like declaring war on that country, which gets rich in a war, but they don't really care. France is doing their business over in here, attacking this country and this country, even though they were once friends. Now enemies. Anyways, back over here, France is moving down. I mean, Germany is moving down. Basically, like, becoming way better friends with this country. You know, these guys actually, like, they're like allies. And this country's like, hey, where are y'all going? Why are y'all expanding so out? We want to be a part of this. But while they're going out and expanding also, multiple revolts happen inside of their country. And it's real people who want to know more about what's going on outside. They split up, and I mean, most of these guys are used to the cold, so they couldn't expand anymore because they're used to the cold, so they can't expand out of the cold, basically. So they stay here. They don't want to get into any drama. You know, they stay here, take over most of this. And then Redwell 4 is a kind of a weird shaped country. But I mean, all these countries, they hate each other. Like, all 4 of these countries hate each other. This one is the richest. Stanmorehurst is the richest. Keep that in mind. So yeah, they're moving down, and Tomer's, without anybody knowing, is moving up. It's a secret mission. Because they have captured from some Greek people who know more about the world. And the Greek people do not know about that yet. They don't know that some of their people got captured. So, you know, this is when they meet up. And they're like, hey, we don't want nothing to do with y'all. So they go ahead and they almost block them before these guys go and they wrap around this part of the Greece country. They declare war on the Greece country. And that's the first war of this video. Tomer is moving through on the Greece country. Now, Tomer is extremely stronger than the Greece country at this point, even though Greece is one of the stronger countries. Right now, Germany and France can't do anything. As you know, France is fighting its own wars, and Germany is just not that close. So, Tomer is taking over Greece's land, but that's when Germany and France send in troops to help push the big almighty Tomer back. Everybody in this world hates Tomer. Like, I don't know why, but they move in. They go down here into Turkey, make a surprise invasion, taking like the top half up here before going back and heading back into, what is this, like Russia and Georgia land. And they're moving in and they're taking over all of this, and their country is looking like a freaking pool noodle, bro. I don't how do you but you know, when you get to expanding, your country will look weird. So Red, just decides, you know what, peace with them. We're gonna keep on moving this way. They take over all of the Black Sea, or almost all, but then they declare war again in hopes on taking over the Black Sea, which they get before pushing them back out. And that's where it ends. This Greece country gets stopped dead in their tracks. Well, every country who's trying to expand gets stopped dead in their tracks. Germany can keep on going, but not for long, because as they're moving up, as you can see, as they're moving up, they're getting up into icy parts, and you know, they don't really like the icy parts. Well, right now they're not at icy parts, but their country is running real low and too big. Like, they're running real low on supplies, and you might be like, Levi, well, it's better if you expand because you get more supplies, but they're not getting any oil. What they want is the oil up here. They're basically like the America, bro. They're basically like America. But France wipes out them, and then swiftly wipes out them before they. Oh no. Okay. Oh my god, that scared me. I was like, what? No. Okay, well, they got the country. What I was about to say is France declares war on them and pushes up through land. And takes over most of Ireland. Now, this French country is forming like an empire of sorts. That's before these guys, they come back and they spray down all their troops. This is when Germany's like, hey, we don't like you either. And they spread out all their troops onto their land and swiftly annex the country, stopping France's war with everybody. in one invasion, by the way. One invasion. Anyways, this goes to the fact that Tomer is a washed empire because they lost a war to a part. I think these people were made in part 2 or part 3. Milmarich was part 2, definitely. I remember. And obviously, we all know they're weaker. They're less rich than this country. I don't know how that country's so rich. France is very rich. Milmarich isn't rich. Even though they do have a lot of, like, people, they are getting, like, a lot of cities. But, other than that, no, Europe's really broke. But Europe's about to go into a freaking all-out war. As Milmarich decides to declare war on this country, and, you know, since these guys are allied, they declare war on them, which starts this big thing. You know, they're all 3 allied. France swiftly annexes this country while Milmarich moves in on this one. Greece also moves in, but not before they get surprise attacked by the southern Italy country, taking over the actual Greece part of this Greece country. Moving up in and connecting borders with Milmarich, who they try to attack, but the button's not working. So they just go. But then, you know, they finally get their army ready, and they're heading into battle with this country. And they swiftly push them out. They're swiftly pushing them out, and even getting some parts of their land. But, I mean, it's like a back and forward. Nobody's losing any land right now, technically. Except for this country. They're in a predicament. But Italy actually leaves this alliance and attacks them as a way to get more land. Now, this is the reason that Italy plays it so smart. Italy knew that if they didn't do this, they would get attacked. But now they have more power, so they probably won't get attacked. Smart Italy, smart. Anyways, that's it for this video. I know I said it would be a major war, but it wasn't really. It was a swift little agreement for people. That basically narrows it down to 4 main powers in Italy. The Italian team, French team, German team, and Greece team. Although Tomer is dominating the Middle East, and is still a broke country. Well, I mean, their people are happy, but broke. That'll be it for... Oh, God, sorry. That'll be it for this video. See you in the next one. World Map 4. Expansion. Give me your ideas in the comments on what we should do next. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Like, I'm not done with the series, but let me know what you want to see next out of this, like, map. Anyways, I'll see you on the next one. Peace out, and bye, guys.